Hi, I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta, professor and chef of the Hospitality and Tourism program at the University of New Haven in West Haven, Connecticut. I am going to show you how to make a sausage stuffed chicken breast. So we're going to butterfly the chicken breast, and we're going to butterfly to the straightest side, and the straightest side is going to be this side. Okay, butterfly that open, and we're going to do this, and I'm not going to pound it. I'm just going to kind of scissor it open again. So we're going to take our sausage and we're going to put it down the center. This is a pork sausage, just kind of generic, seasoned with garlic, salt and pepper, and herbs, and fennel. It's an Italian style sausage. Let's put a little spinach in there. Let's get a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese, a little salt and pepper, kind of go over and around. We're going to wrap the whole thing in bacon. The bacon's going to tie it together. Bacon is a protein, and so when it cooks, it'll kind of come back together. And look at this thing. This thing is wrapped up like a big pig's in the blanket. I'm going to roast it. It's going to take a while, so I better get it in the oven. Get the pan a little bit hot. Always get it started. This way you don't depend on an oven to heat up a cold pan, because it's dry heat, dry indirect heat. It's not direct. We take this right in the oven. Now, it's a 400-degree oven. I have to monitor it, and when the bacon sets, instead of continuing to cook and shrink and unravel, I want to turn it over and seal the other side and kind of let that bacon stick to one another and stick to the chicken. So I pulled the chicken, wrapped it with bacon, with the Italian sausage in the center, out of the oven, and I want to check it because I want to roll it over. It was sizzling pretty good in the oven, and I don't want to shrink the bacon too much. So I'm going to put it up on the side there like that. I'm going to put this next to it to brace it up and roast it, and you know what? It's going to come out good anyway. So I put the chicken back in the oven. We're going to cook that to an internal temperature of 165 degrees to make sure that the sweet Italian sausage filling is cooked through. So we'll keep an eye on that. I braced it up so it doesn't unravel, and we'll have to check that soon. I turned the temperature down to 350. It was at 400. It was cooking a little too quick, and I'm just afraid the outside will be too dark and too crisp and before the center is actually cooked. So we have to monitor that. Now, I have snow peas, and I have this baby gold bar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to simulate, it's going to simulate the snow pea. We have a tomato sauce, a little chunky, a little herbal, a little thick. I'm just going to add a little bit of sherry. I like to cook with sherry. I like to cook with all wines, but right now we have sherry. This will allow for it to heat up without getting too reduced, without getting too thick. It'll also give it some fermented sweetness from the fermented fruit of the grapes, from the sherry, and it'll cook off the alcohol. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice finish. So our chicken is just about finished in the oven. It's near 165 degrees internal temp. The bacon is crisp. It stayed relatively wrapped around. I hope it slices nice. I won't try to slice it too thin. And so we're going to get our vegetables going. So we're just going to add our gold bar. Okay, so we're going to get our snow peas in. Get a pepper in there. We already added, I think, enough salt. Let that cook for just a moment. Turn it down. And we're going to pull our chicken out of the oven. So the vegetables are done. When the squash starts to wilt and look soft, it's done. I don't want to cook it too much more. Okay, so here's our squash, roasted. Nice. Well, we'll check the temperature to make sure, but it's done. I can tell by the feel. Plus I checked it a little while ago and it was 150 degrees. So we're going to get ready to slice the chicken and assemble the dish with the tomato sauce and the vegetables. And I just want to make sure I have a sharp knife because this bacon is going to be a little bit crusty. I want to get clean cut, especially right out of the oven. Okay, I got a good edge. I'm going to lay my tomato sauce down, but I just want to taste it, make sure that the sherry alcohol is cooked out. It's really a full flavored sauce. So now again, I know I mentioned this in the past, that the product, the chicken and the vegetables, are going to displace the sauce. Go a little easy, have a light coat, bring it to the outer edge of the well. Inside the rim of the plate is called the well. We're going to cut. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm so impressed with this. I'm able to cut it thin. I have a tight wrap. You know, bacon is a wonderful wrap. Okay, so that's a big enough portion right there. I'm going to put the vegetables down. I'm just going to make a pile right in the center, more or less. Make the vegetables center of the plate because I want some height. Want some height on the vegetables. And I'm going to surround. This is a sausage stuffed chicken breast wrapped in bacon. Has a little spinach and Parmesan in there to accent the sausage. It's sliced, so you see a lot of definition there in contrast with the white chicken meat, the dark crusty bacon on the outside, the green spinach, the dark Italian sausage on the inside. I have the vegetables center of the plate, the gold bar zucchini, and the snow peas, all sauteed with a little fiends herb. I have a nice sherry tomato sauce underneath it all. I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta, and I'm a professor at the Hospitality and Tourism Department at the University of New Haven in West Haven, Connecticut.